Ooh, what's cracking my crackers? Future Bald Guy here, finally back with a new video. I know it's been a really long time. And today we're going to be covering something still zombies related, but not exactly gameplay focused. Zombies for a long time has been known for its wide variety of music, and I think that we should highlight this in a nice little top 10 video. So without further ado, here are my picks for the top 10 Call of Duty Zombies songs. Now, before we begin, we do have a couple of rules. One, there can be no licensed bands, which means no Avenged Sevenfold, no Johnny Cash, no Eminem. That would just make everything just licensed bands, and I want to give Kevin a little bit of a spotlight here. 2, we are only covering BO1, BO2, BO3, BO4, Cold War, and World at War. There's going to be none of that Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare bullshit.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Now, I think that's enough yapping out of me for right now. Let's just move on to number 10, shall we? At number 10, we have the only Cold War song on the list because it's the only good and non-licensed song from Cold War. Sorry, punk fans, I do not like Amoeba, it's a bad song. But I really do like Alone. It's from the first map, D-Machine, and I wouldn't say it's flawless. There's certainly some things I dislike, but overall, I think it's fairly solid. I like the 80s kind of aesthetic of it, and, you know, Clark's back here doing some of his best work. Out of him, Elena, and Maluka, he is my least favorite, because he just doesn't have that many bangers compared to them, but he still managed to put a lot of heart and soul into this song, and I think it's arguably his best. Honestly, with how good the song was, it kind of makes me bummed out that in Cold War we never really got another one from our OG3 Zombies singers, and it kind of leaves me hungry for more. Hopefully in Gulf War we can get a few more bangers by Kevin. At our number 9 spot, and talk about iconic, we have Lullaby for a Dead Man, and can I just be real with you? It still holds up. Let's see. 16 years later, it is still an amazing song. I love the guitar work, and despite being early in Kevin's Zombies career, I still think it's one of his best. It's just the instrumentation so immaculate. Elena's lovely vocals just fit the song so well. The other bit that I really like about it is that it kind of alludes to Samantha Maxis, who becomes a very big character later on in the story. And I really thought that foreshadowing with Lullaby for a Dead Man was really subtle and really well done. Despite being so old, I still think it's one of the greats. At number 8, we have Beauty of Annihilation, which is gonna be a kind of a controversial opinion for some people, because I know most people put it way higher, but hear me out on this. Please don't kill me. Beauty of Annihilation is an amazing song, don't get me wrong, but I think that since it's come out, we've had better music in the CoD Zombies franchise. That's not to say it's bad by any means. It's still one of my favorites. I love the instrumentation on it. I love the guitar on the song. I think it's probably my favorite guitar on any of the songs, except for our number 4 spot. Like, it is just mwah. And Elena doing some of her early and best work. It all comes together in this beautiful medley of sounds, and I honestly think that most music on the radio nowadays doesn't even hold up to it. It all comes together really nicely, but that being said, I think in the time that it's come out, we've had some better options. Oh boy, here's another one of my controversial opinions. At number 7, we have 115. And I know a lot of people, it's their favorite song by Kevin, but I do think it's a tad overrated. Don't get me wrong, it has some of the best drums I've heard in any song of all time, but there's just something missing compared to the newer music. I don't really know how to explain it. It just feels like there's something that the newer music just has, just a little more oomph, you know what I mean? But still, overall, has one of the most iconic guitar riffs of all time, has some of the best drum work, has some of Elena's best work. Honestly, a lot of her early work is my favorite because, you know, early Elena, they gave her so much to work with, and it just worked out so well. At number 6, we have a song that a lot of people probably don't remember, but this is Shockwave from BO4. This is from Classified, and it is so great, and nobody talks about it. It is what I would say is the most underrated song in Call of Duty history. I love how the drums compared with the guitar just create this rolling thundercloud kind of sound. Not to mention some of Elena's best clean singing I think she's ever done. It's such a good song, and nobody talks about it, but it's not quite good enough to breach our top 5. At number 5, we have Where Are We Going? And if you want to get into emotions, oh my god, this song just grips me on a spiritual level. Definitely one of the most dramatic and scenic songs in Zombies history. And this was, I think, the first song Maluka ever did with Kevin, and it's a great note to start off on, because, oh my god, just listen to this, man. That being said, there is one more Maluka song I think is a little better than Where Are We Going? And this is another opinion that I'm probably going to get crucified for.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
But we'll get there when we get there. At number 4, we have Mystery from Dead of the Night. And for a forgettable map, it has one of the least forgettable songs in Zombies. Like, I don't know how many of you guys actually took the time to go get the song Easter egg for the map, but it is totally worth it. It's what I would describe as the 115 of Black Ops 4, just that one Kevin and Elena track that everybody loves, and has some of its best instrumentation in the entire game. Not to mention, the vibe kind of gives off that it could be an English dub anime intro, and I really kind of think that's funny in a way. Definitely the best offering that Black Ops 4 gave us. Now into our top 3, and this is going to be kind of controversial, like I said earlier, but Dead Flowers from Zetsubou no Shima. And I'm going to be honest, this Easter egg was kind of hard to get, because A, I never play Zetsubou, and B, it's with the pods and stuff, but it is totally worth it. It has Maluka's best vocals of any of her songs. It really explores her range, and it really showed me that she has pipes, man. She can sing, and it's so beautiful. And with a backing track so melodic to go with it, it's just perfect. However, there are a couple classic ditties from Black Ops 1 that I think just inch it out by a little bit. At number 2 here, we have Abracadaver, and I know this is kind of a shocking place to put it, because it's definitely the most avant-garde song in CoD history, but it is still one of my favorites. I love the double tracking that they have on Elena's voice in the song. It gives it a really interesting kind of sound with her vocals. And even mentioning when she drops the double tracking at the chorus, and then just gives us this amazing angelic verse, and it's just so iconic. The I don't feel like I am real. It's just so good. And to be honest, it was the best way they could have switched up the song for the chorus. And like I said earlier, all of these songs have some of Kevin's best work, but this is one I'd really like to highlight because I don't think it gets enough praise. It's got a unique sound compared to the rest of the songs because it starts off with the classic Zombies main menu music, and then it devolves into this rock, and it's so satisfying when you hear it go from the classic lobby music that we've all heard a billion times into this, what I can only describe as a guitar solo. It just sounds so great to my ears, and it's been my second favorite for years, man. And at number 1 has been my favorite since I was just starting playing this game. It's Paradolia from Shangri-La. And, you know, what is there to say about it? I mean, it's beautiful. It has the best guitar work. I love the kind of filter they put on Elena's voice in it to kind of make her sound a little off. And it adds an air of creepiness to the song, especially at the chorus. It gives me chills every single time. I don't care how many times I've listened to it on repeat. That chorus always gives me chills. It's so good to the point where if I learn to play guitar sometime soon, it will be the first, difficult song I will want to learn. And before we get to the outro, I just want to thank Kevin for giving us 15 years of amazing music. I know you've touched my heart and the hearts of millions of other CoD players, and I'd like to make sure we thank you. Now on to the outro, I guess. I mean, it's been a really long time since I've talked to y'all, and the reason has been that I kind of just wanted to focus more on school when I still semi-consistently made videos, my grades were slipping, and for the college and degree that I want to get, I had to put more work in, so I had to let up on the YouTube uploads for a while. I'm sorry that I never got to the best shotguns in Cold War. It just didn't work out in my schedule. I know y'all have been disappointed that I've been gone for a long time, and I wanted to apologize for being gone for so long. It wasn't cool for me to just leave without telling. But we do have one exciting announcement, and that is I will be expanding my channel to be zombies and DBD. DBD, if you didn't know, means Dead by Daylight. I'm going to be making more content centered around Dead by Daylight, but I'll still be giving you guys the zombies content that I know y'all love. At some point, you might be even getting some cameos from some of my best buds that I play games with. So keep a lookout for Jaden and Harley. Yes, Jaden, I know you're watching this video. But yeah, that's it. Have a good night, everybody.